Okay. Tes. Halo, Profesor Nasir.
Hello, how are you, everybody?
I'm fine. How about my voice? Is it clear there?
Clear.
Alright. Halo teman-teman, selamat pagi semuanya. Teman-teman silakan buka kameranya ya. Please open your camera because we have a class. We will start the class with Professor Dato Mohamad Nasir Saludin. This is the last session ya, Prof. Dato ya. This is the 8th meeting. The program of visiting professor. Okay, I'm still waiting you guys to join with us. Please open the camera and listen the explanation for the topic, the last topic for the program of visiting professor.
Normally, we have the 18 topic. Never mind. I will send the all the slide to you.
All right, that's great. Okay.
Today we cover chapter 14 and 15, isn't it? Last week until chapter 13, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay, Professor Dato Nasir.
Okay.
Time is yours. You can start the presentation and the explanation of the material.
Okay, good morning, everybody. This is a very interesting chapters, conflict in organization. Conflict in organization. How to solve the conflict in organization. My voice clear, eh? Are you hear my voice?
Yes, it's clear, really clear.
Today in Malaysia, public holiday. Because of celebration of the Deepavali.
Okay.
Deepavali is the for Indian, Hari Raya.
Okay.
How about Indonesia?
Oh no,
Different,
this is like common Monday.
Indonesia celebrate Deepavali or not?
No.
No,
not celebrate it. Yeah, we just celebrate the 5 religion that announced in Indonesia, like Islam, Kristen, Catholic, Buddha, Hinduism.
Okay. In Malaysia also, Indian people is minority. But our constitution allow them celebrate the festival for their religion.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting.
In Malaysia, the multi religions, like Indonesia lah, multi religion, multi culture, multi religious, you know. But they have the very big temple in the Batu Cave, the big temple, where all these tourism go there, visit there, and climb the step for the reach to the temple in the cave. Okay. After finish this chapter, student will be able to describe 3 type of conflict and 3 loci of conflict. Three type of conflict. Student also be able to outline the conflict process, how conflict occurs. And number 3, student be able to contrast distributive and integrative bargaining. That is on the bargaining, how to they achieve the mutual agreement between them, between those have the conflict. In Malaysia, the conflict in organization, they have one subject we call conflict management. I'll always teaching them how to solve conflict in the organization. There are 2. One in the we call it military conflict management. That is for the military university. We have the National Defense University, NDU, where I become the founding dean that time, founding dean for the Faculty of the Strategic and Management Resource in National Defense University. And I retired there at early age, 51, my age 51, because of very busy there. I must going to the office early morning, and then come back after 8 o'clock, very busy. Number 2 is conflict in normal organization, in the business organization or the non-profit organization. Okay. After finish this lecture also, student be able to apply 5 steps of negotiation process. 5, student be able to show how individual differences influence negotiation, and student be able to describe the social factor that influence negotiation, and last but not least, student be able to assess the role or function in the third-party negotiation. This is very good topic. Please follow carefully, and then you be able to have the knowledge about the how to manage conflict. When you're facing conflict in organization, easily you can understand, then can solve the conflict. After graduate, you joining the company, and then this knowledge is very useful for you to have the organization solve the conflict. Conflict will occur every day. Every day. Okay, definition conflict. What is conflict? Conflict is process that begin when one party perceive that another party has negatively affected. They have the bias perception, or is about a negatively affect something that the first party care about. That is the not at the similar or same level. They have the one, they think they're positive, they're very good, they complete, then to perceive another party more negatively. Kalau di dalam bahasa Melayu Indonesia, kita kata dia pandang rendah, pandang benda yang tak baik, perkara yang tak baik kepada pihak yang lain. Dia anggap dia punya pihak saja yang terbaik. Itu jadi konflik. Perspective of conflict, functional conflict. Di mana support the goal of the group and improve its performance. They must obey, they must follow the in organization their job description, senarai tugas dia, bidang tugas dia. Support the goal of the group and improve its performance. That means sometimes they in one department, but their self-value not congruent with the department value. But because of they in the group, they have the certain objective, then must be function. That means they call functional conflict. They have the different attitude, different perspective in terms of the functional. Number 2 is dysfunctional conflicts, that is hinder group performance. That is normally dysfunctional, the group performance is fail. They fail to perform in the group context. The effect of the level of conflict, we see the curve there from A, and then B is a peak, and then C is the decline. From decline, go to the peak, high, and the C. The unit performance. We can see description below. Situation A, we see A, low or none, low or non conflict. There is no conflict. Type conflict is dysfunctional. They don't, we call it give impact to the functional. You need internal characteristic, is apathetic, stagnant, non-responsive, no change, like new ideas. That is nothing happened here. Nothing happened here at A, nothing happened here. And unit performance outcome is low. It's low because of no action, no responsibility, no ideas. That's why unit performance outcome is low. When B is optimal. Level of conflict is optimal. And type of conflict is functional, more functional. You must focus on the function. You must perform on functional. You need internal characteristic, viable. You must do it as self-critical and innovative. Where innovativeness need in this group. And the unit performance is high. It's high. And then C, the level of conflict is high. It's high level of conflict. Difunctional also. Difunctional. Cannot move everywhere. Cannot function. And disruptive, chaotic, uncooperative. That is very dangerous. And then the unit performance is outcome is low. That means the B is the best situation. The best situation, level of conflict optimum. They always conflicts, but conflict for the achieve the objective, achieve the functional objective. That's why the unit internal characteristic, they have a characteristic on the viable, self-critical, and innovative. Okay, this is very important explanation. This curve, effect or level of conflict. Okay, we see the three type of the conflict. Type of conflict. Three category of conflict. Task conflict, where they conflict in terms of the work content and goal. What content and goal? Always complain. This is not their job. This is another person's job, or this is another group job. That is task conflict. That is compared with the their job description. They forget about the one of the description. At the end of the job description, you must given another task. When needed. When the time comes, that is you must follow that the final instruction. That means the task conflict must be not exist because of they have the clause in their job description. You must be able to ready to perform at any direction or function given by the authority or by the supervisors or managers from time to time. Yes, you assign the routine job, but you must be able to perform another task when the time comes. Okay. Number two is relationship conflicts. That is normal happen. Interpersonal relationship. This is so many happen in organization. Interpersonal relationship. Some workers, some peers not happy with their friend. For sure, they have the conflict in relationship. Not happy with their subordinate, not happy with the intermediate supervisor, not happy with their subordinate, something like that. That is more on relationship. They must aware. In organization, you must have good relationship, give fully commitment, fully cooperation, fully participation. When you have the activity, you must put away all these dislike factors. I don't like him. I don't like her. I don't like this team. No, you must have the open. Very openness to working together to achieve the objective or the target of the organization. And then number 3 is process conflict. That is always also happen how the work is done. That is in human resource management we call the work system. How works design. How work design. From that is more on the we call it the procedure. From A to B. But about the process. The flow of the process must be clear. Normally, in organization, they have every task, they have every flow chart. The flow chart describe about the process. For what? If anything happen, the customer may complain or the party may complain, they must check again based on the flow chart. Without the flow chart, very difficult to tackle the complaint or to answer the complaint because of we don't have the nothing to the to refer. If you have the very good flow chart or standard operating of procedure, SOP in modern world they call SOP, standard operating procedure. If you have any or all these procedure you keep in the file and then you follow, we will safe. Nobody can complain with you because you have answer, very solid answer. The problem is you don't have SOP, standard operating procedures. The process of complaint. Talking about process. A process of the long process have delay time. You must have very creative, very innovative. That is come of the sector of the innovation. Innovation, you must revise and improvise the process. Make it process fastest and easy, and everybody can certify with the process. Okay, desired conflict level. The conflict level based on the source conflict and level of conflict. Level of conflict got 3: low level of conflict, moderate level of conflict, high level of conflict. Number 1, task. Tasks have the low level of conflict in terms of the functional. You must follow. And then high level of conflict in terms of the functional. If you fail to function, they will have the very high conflict, desired conflict. Relationship, this is moderate, functional moderate. Process, low functional but moderate functional. That is the explanation by the theories about the desired level of conflict. Loci of conflict, locus control, loci of conflicts, 3 source of conflict. Number 1 is dyadic conflict. This is dyadic mean explain conflict between two people. We in not in organization also have the conflict between 2 friends in the group, between 2 friends. A group is small group is consists of 2 people. More than 2 people we call small group. Small group. That means will happen dyadic conflict between 2 people. They have several norms, several procedures in the group. They must follow the norm. But sometimes they not satisfied with their friend. Not satisfied each other in terms of the several, sometimes simple thing, simple matters that will happen. Normally in the, that is the weaknesses of the human. They have id, ego, and superego. Id, ego, superego. Id is very naughty one in the personality. Ego is very good. You must have ego. If you don't have ego, you have nobody. You must have ego to protect your personality. Consider people respect you as the normal person. It is very bad one. It's very bad one because of try to make a conflict each others, and then don't like others. But super ego, sometimes you must have super ego to protect your opinion, to protect your right. Super ego, not ego anymore. But please know about the three item, three composition of the personality. It, ego, and super ego. If I have extra time, I will explain to you more after this, after class. And then second loci of the conflict is intra-group. In group itself, in group itself. Conflict occurring within a group or team. That means in team, they have the small team in team. They have meeting team. They have these several, we call it objective in a similar team. And that's why they have the conflict, because of they have the certain, we call it conflict between them. They have the interest. The interest is different. The interest is different among the people in the group. Then they make the small group in the team or in the group. Okay. Number 3 is the intergroup conflict. This is normal. Conflict between group of the team. They fight, they challenge because of they want claim they better than other group, better than other team. That's why. This always happen in the conflict between the group and the team. Sometimes the academician or researchers claim the conflict in the group is very good because of they compete each other. They compete each other, try to become the best. Good, better, best. Good not enough, better not enough, best is enough. Good, better, best. Not good, gooder, goodest. Good, better, best. Good, better, best. And the best person, the best group, the best team, they try to winning the we call it symbol, winning a reward as a group is the best team or best group. That's why encourage intergroup conflict, but discourage intra-group conflict. Discourage intra-group conflict. That is not bad, and that is not good. Okay, the conflict process. That is conflict process. The long conflict process from stage 1 to stage 5. You see stage 1, potential opposition or incompatibility. The potential opposition. Number 2, stage 2, cognition and personalization. Stage 3, intention. So many conflict handling intention. Stage 4 is behavior. Stage 5 is overcome. We look one by one. In stage 1, this is antecedent, potential opposition or incompatibility. Antecedent condition about the communication. They have conflict about the communication. Some people not understand the message. Some receiver not understand the message. Then the sender angry. And then the receiver not reply the message, and the sender agree. And then the problem of the acceptance of message because of the failure in communication. Communication always fail. We must consider, we must accept communication always fail. That's why when we talk to somebody, they don't know. They don't have response because of they're not interested with this message. Consider fail. Consider fail. Communication only success by luck. Because of the receiver ready to the accept or receive the message and give reply. Or the message is very interested to them. That is considered success, communication success. If you recall, why your friend not understand what you're talking about? They don't have interest with that message. That's why they don't know. They don't know. For example, this morning you talk to your friend. Before our class, better we have drink or breakfast. They don't interested about you invite them to joining the breakfast because of they breakfast already. They breakfast already. You only not have the breakfast. So the breakfast not interested with them. That means consider communication always fail. Or at home, your father, your mother always remind you. Sometimes you feel boring because of the same message repeated frequently. The same message repeated frequently. For example, the message is, be careful when you have the friend, be careful. You must choose the good friend. Don't choose the bad friend. Don't take narkoba kan? Ya, narkoba. Don't take narkoba. Don't smoking. Don't go to the party. You think we call it rational already. Have rational to decide what is the bad and good thing. That means you not respond to your father or your mother. You consider you have able to make good decision. That means communication fail. Your father and mother feel give up. You don't hear their advice. So normally, people must respect their parents. What their parents said is doa. The doa. You don't ignore the message or remind from them. Okay. Number one, communication. Communication. Always start the conflict because of fail of the communication. Number two is structure. The structure. Sometimes the structure is very unclear, or if clear, very big structure. They have the several red tape, bureaucracy, not the easily, not the flatten the organization. The more bureaucracy, the more is the conflict, because of you cannot reach until the up there. You have the go to the process, go to the red tape, from one process to another process, through the process. This is structure. Number three is personal variable. This is personal. The personal variable. Every person is different. We have the similar black hair. Black hair. Our eye also similar. Chocolate. But our heart is different. Our feeling is different. Our thinking is different. This is personal variable. Personality have the different between each other. If we twin, yang kembar, twin, either twin 2 or 3 or 4, normally some aspect is similar, but they have differences among them. That is the we call it differences. For example, our thumbprint. That's why the government, the immigration use our thumbprint. Thumbprint also different. We in the same father, but our thumbprint is different. Mr. Snow, is true or not? Different. That's why we cannot deny the differences among us. The difference. Okay. Okay. In detail, stage 1, potential opposition, communication, barrier exists. As I explained before, barrier exists. What is barrier? The barrier is the channel communication. Sometimes channel communication are mistake channel, or have the influence of the noisy. Bila kita bercakap, kita tak jelas bercakap sebab bising. Masing-masing nak bercakap. Bila seorang bercakap, yang lain kena mendengar. Become a good listener. Tapi kalau dua-dua bercakap, macam kita bertengkar biasa, dua-dua bercakap, seorang pun tak faham. Barrier exists, too much or too little. If too much message you send, become a failure, overloaded of message. Similar with the too little, you lack of message. You do not understand what you're talking about. For example, now we use a handphone. Some people don't know what is the short form. Macam di Indonesia. Di Indonesia, kalau makan, mie goreng, dipanggil apa? Mie gor. Nasi goreng, nagor. Kan? Kalau saya di Indonesia, saya tidak paham. Tapi kalau di Malaysia, mau makan apa, Pak? Nagor. Dia pikir sejenak, nagor itu apa? Dia bilang, kalau dia tanya. Kalau dia tidak tanya, sampai kapan pun tidak dapat nagor kita. Nasi goreng. Okay? Okay, communication ada dua, have two factors. Barrier exists, too much or too little. And the structure, the group size, the age, the umur, the best group is have a similar age, not the big difference. If in one group you combine with the several age, you will have the conflict because of the older person. They have a different interest. The younger person, different interest. The early childhood, different interest. That's why the structure play important role. Similar with the group. Don't make the big group, the small group. Group mean 1, 2 to 10, 10 to 20. That is the maximum is 20. This is very good in a group, functional group. And also diversity. Too much diversity. Diversity mean different races. Macam di Indonesia. How many group? How many races in Indonesia? Unless they use bahasa bangsa Indonesia. That's why they form bangsa Indonesia. You tengok Batak saja, Batak Karo, Batak apa lagi? Batak saja ada banyak tau. Batak saja ada banyak. Jadi guru saya dulu, my teachers, ex-teacher, majority from Indonesia, mengajar biology. Allah yarham Bapak Mirza Aspian. Bila dia mengajar, my friend make noise, tak dengar. Kamu, nanti aku makan kamu baru tahu. Dia bilang, aku makan kamu baru tahu. Aku orang Batak tau. Di tempat aku tidak ada orang tua. Dia bilang, kalau dia mengaku tua, kami suruh panjat satu pokok yang sederhana besarlah. Kemudian kami goncang pokok itu. Bila dia tidak jatuh, maknanya dia belum tua. Kalau dia jatuh, kami makan, dia bilang. Jadi kami pun fokus pada pelajaran lah, takut dimakan kan. Takut dimakan oleh Bapak Mirza Aspian itu. Ya. Saya banyak guru-guru daripada Indonesia. Matematika, Allah yarham Pak Sutarno. Begitu juga untuk chemistry, begitu, physics. Okay. Structure consists of group size, age, and diversity of the group. Kalau kita letakkan various races in one group, surely they have the difficulty to understand when they have the interpersonal communication. Under structure also, the organization reward. They complain because of they don't have reward. Reward given to the organization. And then the goal of the organization. The group dependency also have a problem. Good dependency. People in group must have the good dependency each other to consider they have the very good group dependency. And number 3 is personal variable, personality type. As I said earlier, personality type. Either you have the we call it very openness or the close. Or you have the very shy, very talkative, That is the some type of personality. And emotional, bad mood, emotional. If you remember mood and apa ni, we call it will influence the personality. The emotion and mood will influence the personality. This about the personal. Personal. Okay, stage 2 is the cognition and personalization. You have the potential to conflict is actualized. Potential conflict is actualized. That means the conflict truly exists. Truly exists. The party makes sense of conflict by defining and the potential solution. In the group, sometimes they have these certain parties. They have the ideas, they have the solution, they have the alternative. But you must choose the best potential solution. Party makes sense of the conflict by defining it and its potential solution. Emotion play a major role in shaping perception. As I said, emotion, mood play a major role in shaping perception. For example, perceived conflict. There are awareness needed for actualization. Perceived conflict. You're aware that conflict exists. You must rationally to solve the problem. Felt conflict, that is very good. Felt conflict, this is truly conflict. Felt conflict, similar with felt now. Felt now. Felt needs. Ini felt ni maknanya yang sebenar. Konflik yang sebenar. Felt conflict. Emotional involvement. Emotional involvement. Party experience anxiety. We got tension. We got frustration. We feel hostility. That is the felt conflict. That is stage 2. In stage 3, this intention. Intention, niat. Intention ni niat. We have intention. Decision to act a given way. Infer, autumn, erroneous intention may cause greater conflict. We have the certain inner intention. We sometimes not visualize, we not throw away, we not show our intention. The 5 conflict handle intention. We competing each other. That is sometimes is good, competing each other. In education, for example, we compete with our friend, try to get 4.0 for flat. We compete each other. That sometimes competing each other not good because of they will make everybody don't like us, don't like compete. Number 2 is collaborating. We work with individual who collaborate. We put our interest away and we try to achieve the similar interest. And then number 3, avoidance. We try to run away from the problem, run away from the group. We avoid. We play safe, avoid. Number 4 is accommodate. That means we try to adjust and then make it the problem is our problem. We accommodate. We must settle the problem. If we not settle the problem, we will facing problem for our group. And number 5 is very good, compromising. We support where the best solution to solve the problem. Compromise. That is very good. In business, in politics, is compromise. In sale and buyer is compromise. Very good. Very good. These are 5. You must remember 5 conflict handling intention. We will influence the conflicts. Okay, this is the 4 quadrant. Which one is better? The 5 of the conflict handling intention. You see, the redundant of the 4 is the compromising. In compromising, got the collaborating, got competing, got avoiding, got accommodating. That is the assertiveness. Assertiveness mean ketegasan. Ketegasan. Orang yang assertif ni orang yang tegas. Macam Miss Chusno. Tegas kot, tegas. Tapi pagi-pagi tadi mula-mula tadi saya dengar dia buka lagu nyanyi lagu Siti Nurhaliza. Siti Nurhaliza. Saya kurangkan volume tu, nanti takut di rumah ni orang kata bapak ini ada kuliah kan, dia nyanyi-nyanyi di dalam kan. Saya tutup. Tapi baguslah, bagus. In terms of psychology kita mulakan dengan gembira. Okay, from low assertiveness hingga to the high. Dan cooperative ni we support each other, working together. Cooperativeness from low to high. That means the best in stage 4, stage 5 is compromising. Compromise. Kalau banyak compromising, maknanya grup itu agak baik, agak bagus. Yang 4 ini adalah this is for the normal in the individual, collaborating, accommodating, avoiding, and competing. Tidak semua, not all. Some of the members of the group, members of the team, they have these 4 of the characteristic. I think you can recall when you have the group, who is competing, who is collaborating. Competing means they try become to the leaders, become to the leaders of the group. They try to compete, they try to control the group. One man show. You must follow my ideas, you must follow my style. That is competing. Collaborating is the working together. Avoiding, they try to run away. Accommodating, they surrender. They accommodate freely to the agree with the others. But compromising is very good. Stage 4 behavior. This is sourced from the P.T. Coleman, R.R. Malaysia, Nowak, and the Elbui Wirzosinska. The topic of the paper is the interactable conflict as an attractor, a dynamically system approach to conflict escalation and interactability in American behavior scientists in 2007. And then K.K. Peterson, conflict escalation in diet. Diet, you remember, diet between 2 person in the group. Only 2 person in group, they have the conflict diet. With the historical territorial dispute yang mereka tak puas hati. This is international conflict management. Stage 5, the outcome. We see the outcome. Number 1, functional outcome. Improve decision quality. That means they must have produce the good decision making. Improve the decision quality. That is very good because of the focus on the functional. What our function? What our team function? What our group function? And then in function outcome, stimulate creativity and innovation. They will encourage people have the very good creativity, very good thinker, not the lower thinker, the higher level thinker. And innovation. Innovation means not they create a new one, but you improvise. The ordinary system, ordinary process, ordinary good products or services, innovate to the cater or to the meet the customer satisfaction, the request by customer, the complaint by the customer. Because of in services, there are more than 80% service industry in any country now. That means you must refer to the customer satisfaction. In education also the big industry, services industry. You must have the very good lecturer. You must have very good professors. That's why the student must go to the that university because they have a very good service providers. Because of not the name, because of not of the fees, because of the service provider is very good. Majority student produce very good behavior, very good knowledge, and achieve excellent in their studies. That is the one of the stimulus creativity and innovation. Number 3, under functional outcome, encourages interest and curiosity. Number 4, functional outcome is problem are at. They try to focus on the problem, not the out of the problem, only problem. They find out what is the real problem. They accept change and self-evaluation. Everybody must accept the change because the change is for betterment. The change is for benefit, giving benefit to the many people. Because you cannot become the rigid. You cannot resist the change, because the change must be happen because of that the requirement for the several factors. Must accept the change and self-evaluation. You evaluate yourself. Either you fulfill the functional outcome or not, give the very good outcome or not. And then number 2 is the outcome is dysfunctional outcome. This is very negative. Group in less effective, not efficient. Reduces cohesiveness and communication. Lack of communication and lack of the delicate. Dalam psikologi, delicate cohesiveness. Dia tidak ada rapat ataupun tidak ada cohesion, delicate, maknanya saling membantu antara satu sama lain. The lead to the destruction of the group. Jadi menuju kepada kemusnahan kumpulan ini. Jadi you must avoid dysfunctional outcome. You must focus to the functional outcome. The benefit of the organization or group is the functional outcome. You must remember. How to managing conflict? Minimize counterproductive conflict. In organization, they have so many counterproductive behavior. Counterproductive behavior. What is counterproductive behavior? Okay. This is more on the also for the OB. Productive. You must avoid the this counterproductive behavior. Okay. Counterproductive work behavior come in many different forms, but can include tardiness. Tardiness, that means the tiredness, tardiness, theft. Theft also. Mencuri, laziness, laziness also. That is counterproductive behavior. Absent also. Absent also. You can Google and then you can check the example and the meaning of the counterproductiveness. That is counterproductive conflicts. Fraud, and as we lecture last week, sexual harassment. Sexual harassment also fall under the counterproductive behavior. Workplace bullying, absenteeism, substance abuse, workplace aggression, and sabotage. That means minimize counterproductive conflict in recognize when they really disagreement. You must recognize their opinion. But you don't use for the make decision, but recognize their opinion. Recognize when they really is disagreement. In the group, surely have somebody or some 2 or 3 people. They have different ideas, different point in achieve the best solution. Encourage open discussion, open mind. Frank discussion, focus on interest. Frank discussion, not a very rigid. You must obey my orders. You must follow my instruction. No, openly, democratically. Have opposing group pick important issue has opposing group important issue and work mutual satisfaction. Don't pick or don't follow important issue suggested by the certain group, certain members group, but you must have the encourage work for mutual satisfaction, because of mutual satisfaction is the benefit for all. For all, they consider their own decision making, their own solution. Emphasize share interest. This is very important. Emphasize share interest. This is our group. This is our attempt. Try to have the organization. You emphasize the share of interest. The benefit, we sharing the benefit. Okay. Cultural influences. Culture influences conflict resolution strategy. There are influence of the culture in making the conflict resolution. For example, collectivist culture try to use indirect method to preserve relationship. Direct method promote the good of the group as a whole. Collective, they mean they consider decision or whatever decision belong to the cultures, everybody, collective. They don't use the individualistic. Individualistic culture confront different of opinion and directly and openly. This is in Western, they very rough. They practice the individualist culture because of they have the we call it practices of the individual right. They based on the law of right. Everybody have the right. Maknanya dia ada hak asasi. Hak asasi sendiri untuk membuat keputusan. Not refer to the cultures, the good cultures, collective cultures. Yang ada ni sekarang ni kita di orang Timur, Eastern ni more on the collectivity cultures. What the leaders putuskan, decide, we support. Leaders ni biasanya tua, orang yang tua, orang yang banyak ilmu. Jarang leader ni orang muda, orang banyak ilmu, banyak pengalaman, kan? Itu ketua, maknanya dia ketua, dia banyak ilmu, tapi tua lah sikit, tapi tak muda sangat, ketua. Apa lagi? Kalau penghulu di Indonesia ada penghulu kan? Ada penghulu Indonesia? Miss Chusno, Indonesia ada penghulu tak? Penghulu ini dia asalnya pada perkataan hulu. Hulu. Bila hulu tu kita pegang hulunya. Hulu. Jadi hulu tu itu yang akan memandu kita, hulu. Bukan pedang matanya. Hulu diletak penghulu. Itu ataupun untuk sidang. Dia adakan rapat kontrol. Negotiation. Come with negotiation. What is negotiation? Negotiation process that occur when two or more party decide how to allocate a scarce resources. Maknanya resources is limited. We have constraint in terms of resources. We must make decision. We must decide. Give the use the allocated resources for the benefit of the human. For the benefit of the human. Process that occur when two or more party decide how to allocate the sum. Dia ada interest yang berbeza di antara dua atau lebih parti. So negotiation maknanya proses negotiation seperti kalau kita berjualan, kita jualan satu barang, kita ada price yang kita boleh nego. Misalnya harganya 1 juta. Kita letak harga 1 juta. Sebenarnya boleh ditawar dikurangi sehingga 750,000. Di antara 2,500 tadi 750,000. Jadi harga di antara 750,000 hingga 1 juta itu 750,000 antara yang itu hingga 1 juta itu adalah range dia untuk kita nego. Jadi orang beli pun dia antara 600,000 hingga 800,000. Antara 6 hingga 8. Jadi dia ada titik tengah. Titik tengah di antara yang menjual dengan yang membeli. Jadi negonya begitu. Setiap barang mesti ditawar-menawar. Jangan beli macam orang kaya. Berapa ini 1 juta? Bagi saya 5. Berapa ini 2 juta? Bagi saya 10. Tidak. Jadi ada bargaining, ada tawar-menawar. Tawar-menawar. Apa itu kita katakan beli ini adalah seperti pasar, market. How we play negotiation in business. Okay, this is bargaining. Bargaining strategy. Bargaining strategy ada 3. Bargaining characteristics, distributive bargaining, integrative bargaining. Bargaining characteristic, goal, motivation, focus, interest, information sharing, duration, relationship. We look one by one between the distributive bargaining and integrative. In distributive bargaining, goal, get as much pie as possible. Integrative, expand pie so that both parties are satisfied. This integrate. This is distributive. In terms of motivation, distributive bargaining win-lose. Integrative is win-win. Focus, distributive bargaining, position, I can't go beyond this point of this issue. Win-lose. Ada yang kalah, ada yang menang. Ada yang menang, ada yang kalah. But integrative bargaining, win-win. Win-win, dia sama menang-menang. Interest, can you explain why this issue is so important to you? Interest, informing, sharing. Distributive bargaining, interest, oppose, and the integrative bargaining, congruent, selari. Information sharing, distributive bargaining, low sharing information will only allow other party to take advantage. In the integrative, high sharing information will allow each party to find way to certify interest each other. Jadi selari ataupun dia akan sharing. Yang ini yang distributive kurang sharing. Duration relationship, distributive bargaining short term dalam masa singkat. Integrative bargaining long term dalam masa yang panjang. That is bargaining strategi yang digunakan. Either you nak guna distributive bargaining or integrative bargaining based on the bargaining characteristic. Ini seperti saya kata tadi, distributive bargaining. This is the range, yang dia boleh move either to party A or to party B. We see the party A target point is here. Party A, party B target point is here. This is maximum. Party B aspiration range here. That means party B, party A must agree. For party A, party B must agree here. That is the party B resistance point and party A resistance point here. Not trespassing, not go beyond this resistance point. That we call settlement range, between this range. Every the distributive bargaining, they have the settlement range. You don't no party will agree with the other parties aspiration or maximum or target point. You banyak duit macam mana pun, you agree macam mana pun, you tak boleh setuju. You must consider di tengah-tengah. The settlement range, jarak penyelesaian. This is very good. Antara dua kekasih pun, bila mau kahwin, dia akan jadi di sini. Berapa hantaran dia? Dia akan pergi sini. Yang ini akan minta rendah lagi, yang lelaki. Jadi settlement range kat sini. The settlement range dia. Okay. For detail, integrative bargaining is win-win solution is possible. Win-win solution. This is very good bargaining. But party must be open with information and candid about their concern. That is open with information. Don't disclose. Don't hide the information. You must disclose everything. Both parties must be sensitive regarding other needs. You don't fulfill one party needs, but you must sensitive regarding other needs. The party needs. Party must be able to trust each other. That's important. Trust each other. If you don't have trust, difficult. So there is not happen integrative bargaining. Both parties must be willing to flexible. The flexibility between the two parties must happen. Must happen. The negotiation process, preparation planning. You must have preparation and planning. You must have the definition of the ground rule. You have the certain agreement of the ground rule, clarification and justification, bargaining and problem solving, and closure and implementation. The individual differences in negotiation effectiveness. Number one is personality trait. The little evidence to support disagreeable introvert is the best. That is introvert and extrovert. Extrovert, they openness, they talkative, they introvert, they silent. That means personality trait, disagreeable introvert is the best. Skip silent. A mood and emotion, showing anger have this distributive negotiation. Positive mood have integrative negotiation. Culture, negotiating style vary across national culture. Gender differences, men are slightly better. Many stereotype, low power position. This is not, some people not agree, men slightly better. Sometimes women also better than men, okay? Negotiation in social context, reputation, they get the trustworthiness, competence and integrity. Relationship, what is the best for relationship as a whole? Relationship, okay? The third party negotiation, the basic third party role as a mediator, as arbitrator, as conciliator. And number one is mediator. This is neutral third party who facilitate a negotiated solution by using reasoning, persuasion, and suggestion for the alternative. But they don't make decision. They only become mediator, orang tengah. Arbitrator, third party to a negotiation who has the authority to dictate the agreement. And conciliator, trust third party who provide an informal communication link between negotiator and the opponent. You try to become one of the three basic third party rules. Okay, we come to the end of the chapters. The implication for the managers, choose an authoritarian management style in some situation. Some situation we must choose authoritarian, autocracy, not democracy. Seek integrative solution in some situation. Build trust. Consider compromise. Consider the trade-off between distributive and integrative bargaining. Okay, that's all for the chapter 14. Chapter 14. Okay. We continue to the chapter 15. Okay, organization structure and design. Organization structure and design. That is also influence the organizational behavior. After studying this chapter, students be able to identify the 7 elements of organizational structure, be able to identify characteristics of the functional structure, the divisional structure, and matrix structure. That is normal in organization. Be able to identify the characteristic of virtual structure, the team structure, and the secular structure. be able to describe the effect of downsizing on organizational structure and employee, be able to contrast the reason for the mechanistic and organic structure model, be able to analyze the behavioral implication of different organizational design. Okay, what is organizational structure? The answer is very general, but sometimes we don't know what is organizational structure. Organizational structure defines how job tasks are formally divided, grouped, and coordinated. That is organizational structure. In organization, must have structure. Who is the number one? We call it the CEO. Who is the COO? Who is CFO? Chief of the Financial Officer. Who is a manager? Who is the assistant manager? Something like that. The key element of the organizational structure is work specialization. Work specialization. Nowadays, this concept is we call it inno by the organization, because of in organization they not focus on the specialization, they focus on the multitasking. One person be able to do doing many jobs, many functions. That is the consider very good workers, very good talented people in organization. This is a key element: work specialization, departmentalization, change of command. Change of command, that means who is given direction. You must report to whom. Space of control, centralization and decentralization, formalization, boundary spanning. That is key answers, the key question and answers. The key answers, this is answers by the question. Okay, number one, to what degree are activities subdivided into separate jobs? The question, the answer is work specialization, separate job. On what basis will job be grouped together? That is departmentalization. To whom do individual and group report? That is chain command. How many individuals can a manager efficiently and effectively direct? That is span control. Where does decision-making authority lie? That is either centralization or decentralization. Decision-making, in terms of decision-making. Number 6, to what degree will there be rule and regulation to direct employee and managers? That is called formalization. Do individuals from different areas need to regularly interact? That's a boundary spanning. What specialization? What specialization means describe the degree to which activity in organization are subdivided into separate jobs, also known as a division of labor. The early economists, they call it the division of labor. Benefit, greater efficiency and lower cost. Cost, human cost when carried too far, and job enlargement as a solution. Pengkayaan kerja, job enlargement. Bukan pengkayaan kerja, job enlargement, pembesaran kerja. Pembesaran kerja. This is curve, work specialization economies. Work specialization from low to high, and productivity. Between productivity and job specialization. Because we see the curve from economies of specialization. Dia menaik, kemudian sampai ke peak, dia akan turun. Sampai satu ketika, dia akan memberi kesan kepada impact from human this economy, tidak ada lagi productivity akan menaik, dia akan menurun. Departmentalization, basis by which jobs are grouped together so that common tasks can be coordinated. The common basis is functional. Fungsi-fungsi department itu, product of service, dia akan katakan product, outer services, and geography, dia ada regional atau daerah, dan proses dan customer, departmental. Chain of command, unbroken line of authority that extend from top of the organization to the lowest echelon, the atas hingga ke barisan bawah. Echelon ni barisan, lowest echelon, and clarify who report to whom. Echelon ni normally used in military, military. The higher echelons, the lower echelon, yang atas-atas itu pemerintah tentera lah, general, yang bawah itu adalah prajurit. Authority, positional right. Kita punya jawatan itu membuatkan kita ada authority, jawatan yang tertinggi. Unity of command, one boss, ada satu ketua saja. Fewer organization find this is relevant. Hanya beberapa saja yang kita katakan relevan, misalnya tentera lah, chain of command, tentera, polisi, jelas, ialah dia ada chain of command. Tetapi kalau if in a corporate organization, sometimes not use it this chain of command. They have the different style of command. They have the flatten of the organization. Dia punya birokrasi itu agak kurang. Span of control, the number of employee a manager is expected to effectively and efficiently direct. Determine the number of level of manager and organization has trend towards wider span of control. Wider span depend on knowledgeable employee, effect, speed of communication and decision making. This is contrast span of control. From the organizational level, from lower to high, we see, assuming the span of, assuming span yang jadi ketua lah, span 4, operative manager level, Yang ini span 8, span 8, beza Span 4 kita tengok yang paling ramai pekerjanya adalah manager level 1165 yang dia control, manager. Operatif 4096, yang bawah sekali operatif, control. Yang ini manager level 585. 585 ini campur. Operatif adalah 406 span dia, yang dikontrol. Yang ini lebih we call it mudah, yang ini lebih jauh, lebih besar, organization level lebih tinggi, yang ini lebih rendah. Jadi pilih yang mana satu. Centralization and decentralization, for example dulu Jakarta control semua decision making, now dibagi pada wilayah-wilayah, wilayah Kalimantan, wilayah Sumatera, gitu kan. Centralization, degree to which decision making is concentrated at the single point in organization. Only include formal authority, positional right. Highly centralized when top manager make all the decision. Decentralized when frontline employee and supervisor make decision. Dia bagi empowerment kepada frontline employee and supervisor make decision. Yang lain decentralized by top managers. Trend is toward increased decentralization. Sekarang ni trend ke arah decentralization, bagi empowerment. Formalization, degree to which job within the organization are standardized. Dia ada formal, minimum discretion over what is to be done, when it is done, and how. Informal, freedom to act is necessary. Boundary spanning, when individual from relationship outside their formally assigned group, license, role, development, activity, job rotation, organizational goal, and shared identity. Common organization design, 3 common organization framework. They have simple structure. They have the bureaucracy, very rigid, very high red tape, and metric structure. The simple structure, They have low degree departmentalization, wide span of control, authorities centralized in single person, little formalization, difficult to maintain in anything other than small organization. Bureaucracy, highly routine operating tasks achieved through specialization. They have formal rule and regulation, centralized authority, everything decision made by the higher level, and narrow span of control, task group by functional department, decision making, follow the chain of command. And functional and divisional structure, functional structure, group employee by their similar specialty, role, and task. Division structure, group employee into unit by the product, service, customer, and geographic market area. That is matrix structure, combined two forms of departmentalization between functional and product. They have dual change command. The advantage of the matrix structure is facilitate coordination and efficient education of specialists. And the advantage is possible confusion, foster power struggle, and produce stress. That is metric structure for the College of University Administration. They have the program, this academic, accounting, finance, decision, information system management, marketing. They based on the academic program. But they have the program, undergraduate, master's, PhD, research, executive development program, and community service. That's metric. They have several programs. Every department, every program have several programs. Okay. New design option, that is the new organization exists now. This is virtual organization. A small co-organization that outsources in its major business function, highly centralized with little or no departmentalization, provide maximum flexibility while concentrating on what the organization does best, reduce control over the key part of the business, virtual, in terms of virtual, using the internet, using the internet for the control. This is virtual organization, executive group. They have independent research and development consulting firm. They have advertising agency. They have commission sale representing factory in South Korea. That means they meet together in the group, but they don't meeting physically, don't meeting face to face. They meeting only online. They have the conference, always a conference, a good meeting using the internet. This is very fast, very effective, and then the not spend more money for travel, for the hotel, for the we call it for the eat, for the food. And then all is the not we call it hard copy. They have this all soft copy meeting. They use soft copy, and decision is very fast. But they must choose the correct person. The correct person in the position, the right person in the position to achieve the efficiency and effectiveness. The team structure. So many team structure eliminate the change of command, has limitless span of control, replaces department with empowered team, break down geographical barriers. And secular structure, top management is at the center of the organization with the vision spreading outward and ring group by the function. May be confusing for the employee, may be used to spread a CSR activity. The linear organization, downsizing. What is downsizing? This is different from the upsizing. Upsizing, they develop more sizing. Upsizing, they reduce the sizing. Systematic effort to make an organization leaner by selling off business unit. closing location or reducing staff. For example, during the COVID-19, so many downsizing practiced by the big company. They try to adjust again their expenditure and the budget, and try to make the sustainable in the business. Controversial because of the negative impact on employee, because employee retrench, they must fire of the employee. They must consider the welfare of employee. They give money for the retrenchment, but not enough. Very difficult to get job now. After pandemic, our country entered the endemic. So endemic actually is a very difficult time for the getting job. That's why during the pandemic, there are negotiations between workers and the employer. Don't retrench them, don't terminate them, don't terminate the workers. Only the worker hope they still got the job, but readily to reduce the salary. That is so many companies doing like that. The impact on organizational performance has been very controversial. Downsizing. This organization design model. On the left is mechanistic model. On the right, organic model. This mechanistic model, high specialization, 1, 2, 3, 4, high. This is the top leaders. Rigid departmentalization, clear chain of command, narrow span control, centralization, high formalization. You see this organic model, cross-functional team. A, B, C, D, cross-functional team, cross-hierarchical team, free flow of information. Everybody get information, free flow information. Here, got the interaction. Wide span of control, decentralization, low formalization. This organic. Some of the majority of organizations use the organic, no more mechanistic. Determinant of structure, organization strategy, they have 3 strategy. Innovation strategy, introduce new offering, prefer organic structure. Innovation, new offering. Number 2, cost minimizing strategy, cost control, prefer mechanistic structure. Cost minimization strategy. Number 3, imitation strategy, minimal risk and maximum profit, both structure use. Optimal structural option, the strategy and structure option. The strategy, innovation, cost minimization, and imitation. Innovation, organic, structure option, organic, the loose structure, low specialization, low formalization, then decentralization. Cost minimizing, structure open option is mechanistic, tight control, extensive work, specialization, high formalization, high centralization. Imitation, that is either mechanistic and organic, mix loose with tight property, tight control over current activity, and looser control for the new undertaking. More determinant structure in terms of the organization size, more toward mechanistic structure as size increase. Technology, routine activity prefer mechanistic structure, non-routine prefer organic structure. Still more determinant structure, environment, dynamic environment lead to organic structure, and then capacity, volatility, complexity, institution act as a guide for the appropriate behavior. This is the environment. Environment, either the stable, simple to complex, stable to dynamic, abundant to scarce. There are three types of the environment. Organizational design and employee behavior. I cannot generalize any link between structure and performance. Consider employee preference for the work specialization, span of control, centralization, predictability versus economy versus autonomy. National culture influences organizational structure. High power distant culture accept mechanistic structure. Okay, the implication for managers, specialization can make operation more efficient, but excessive specialization can create dissatisfaction and reduce motivation. That is the disadvantages of the specialization. Can create dissatisfaction and reduce motivation. Avoid designing rigid hierarchy that overly limit employee empowerment autonomy. Avoid designing rigid, for example, bureaucracy. Balance the advantages of remote work against the potential pitfall before adding flexible workplace option. And downsize your organization to realize major cost saving, and focus the company around core competency, but only if necessary, because downsizing can have a significant negative impact on the employee effect. Consider the scarcity, dynamism, the complexity of the environment, and the balance of organic and mechanistic element when designing an organizational structure. Okay, that's all for today. Open the question. Any question?
Okay, thank you very much for the explanation of two material. That's really nice. It's about the conflict in organization and also about design and structure organization. Okay, I will give opportunity for all of you who want to asking about the material. Please, you can raise your hand, or maybe you can write on the chat room. Please, anyone? Okay, all right, we have Kita and Nandika. All right, but Kita, you may to open your camera and also open your microphone, please.
All right, thank you for the time, Ms. Jusno. I'm Kita Savana, and I'd like to ask what will happen if the organizational structure does not work well in the organization? Is changing the organizational structure needed? Thank you, sir.
Okay. Normally, the organizational structure designed to make the employee perform well. That means the organizational structure depend on the size of the organization. They start from the small, going to the big. From the small, they have no clearly division or the organization structure. There are only a few people there, and then they have the specialization. But when they go to the growth, become the big organization, they must set up the departmentalization, the function. Every department must carry the function and report to the upper level and take care of the function. So the changing of the organization always happen when they have the new leaders, the new CEO lead that company. They have the mission, the vision, then the objective. That's why this organization always change, where lead by the different leaders, different CEOs. If they have the one only CEO, they will carry, they will practice the same organization structure. But in two type of organization, in military or in policy, they have maintained their structure. Or in the enforcement, immigration, also they will maintain the structure. They don't change the structure because of they have the element of control, element of life or span. control. But in business, they will keep intangibly, they will keep changing based on the who is become the leader of the organization. If we see in the Japanese company, they have a different style structure. Korea company, different style structure. China company, different style structure. If you compare with the Western company, also they have the very, very different culture. So which organization culture, organization structure we want to follow based on the culture influence. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Professor.
Okay, the next question from Nandika Wahyu. Please, Mr. Nandika Wahyu, you may to open the camera and microphone.
Okay, Miss Chusno, thank you for giving me time to ask the question. My question is, I have heard that organizational problems can be discussed face-to-face with superiors and subordinate. According to the professor, this is effective or can resolve conflict rational or not? Face-to-face deep talk to the problem in the superior and subordinate.
Very good question, Andika. Very good question. Okay, in the way to the solve the problem, they must have the meeting together between the superior and subordinate. At the early stage, maybe they have the tense because of every party have the different perspective. They try to the don't have the similarity. They don't understand what the problem. But at the end, if fail to solve the problem between the we call it superior and subordinate, they will use the another party. That is, we call the mediator, arbitrator, something like that. That means kita panggil middleman. And then the middleman will solve the problem. For sure, some organization, they have the very strict, very rigid superior. But the problem is subordinate. Subordinate try to the appeal to the superior to make or to fulfill requirement by the subordinate. That's why the tolerate or the compromising, what I said earlier, compromising is very good. You must compromise. There is no winning. One party win, one party lose. No, they must situation of the win-win situation. Win-win situation for the sake of the produce a good performance for organization. Don't worry about the problem occur when the face-to-face. That is normal problem. If you don't see face-to-face, the problem cannot be solved. Still exists in organization. It must be face-to-face. For example, in our family, we're not satisfied with the rule and regulation set by our family. But we, as the member of family, we try to negotiate with our parent. Okay, and our parent accept, so it's okay. They understand what we need, and they try to accommodate with what our need, and that is the very good compromising. Okay, Nandika.
Okay, Mr. Thank you.
Okay, right. The next question from Risha Jenia. Please, Risha, you can open your camera and microphone.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Chusno. First, I want to ask, in the matrix structure, there are dual chain of commands. Then how to decide the leader of the organization?
Okay, in matrix, that is the combination of the structure, But more and more organization now using the matrix, because of in matrix, the specialization become less. become less specialization. They're more on the working as a one group, and then special project, special tasks, that is very good. Rather than they work in one function or one department only, but they have the share the expertise within the different function. That's why they become a matrix. Everybody have the expertise, everybody have the contribution to the project or for the department. That is very good nowadays. There is no according to one division or one specialty. They sharing concept, sharing metric. That's good. Reduce the time, reduce the finance, also increase the effectiveness. Okay. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Prof.
Thank you. Welcome. We need more questions. We still got time.
Okay. All right. Anyone? Do you want to ask again? Okay, we have Fitri Nurhandayani. Please, Fitri.
Oke. Saya gunakan bahasa Indonesia ya, Miss?
Oke.
Oke, izin bertanya. Menurut Profesor, bagaimana cara mengatasi konflik antar gender di organisasi? Karena yang masih terlihat itu ada terjadi ketidaksetaraan, misalnya ketika pendapat laki-laki itu biasanya lebih didengarkan dan dianggap mampu menyelesaikan masalah, sedangkan untuk perempuan itu disepelekan atau direndahkan seperti itu. Terima kasih.
Ulang balik. Ada isu menarik ini.
Baik, Prof. Menurut Profesor, bagaimana cara mengatasi konflik antar gender di organisasi? Karena yang masih terjadi biasanya adanya ketidaksetaraan. Misalnya, pendapat laki-laki itu akan lebih didengarkan dan dianggap mampu menyelesaikan masalah. Sedangkan untuk yang perempuan, pendapat atau gagasannya itu biasanya disepelekan atau direndahkan. Begitu, Prof. Terima kasih.
Oke. Ini masalah konflik dia sekarang ini antara gender, between two gender, they decide have the equal level, equal right. Masing-masing boleh participate di dalam semua aktivitas di dalam organisasi dan boleh menjawat jawatan yang sama, peluang yang sama to getting promotion. To hold the same position now. Di Malaysia, there are more than 40% decision making made by the woman leader. That means the woman leader functional well in Malaysia. I don't know in Indonesia, because of we give chance to the everybody. That is open. We don't depend on the classical we call it style where the woman only become the follower. Whatever they suggest, they will put aside. No, we choose the best ideas now. The best ideas doesn't matter a man or woman. Some people said for example, woman cannot do man job. Because of some of the job only for men. That is nothing in Malaysia. Every woman can do all the job. For example, normally in a company they make decision making in the green of the golf, in the golf course. So women can play the golf with the men also. They make decision there. They make business there. That is the very we call it very good decision making, because of they don't depend on the gender. They depend on the ideas produced by the everybody. Don't worry, because now women can go similar with the men. There is no glass ceiling. Before this, yes, they have a glass ceiling. We go to see the ceiling. We don't see the ceiling. That is glass ceiling. Now everybody can move on, can move, grow up. No problem. In terms of academic also, Ms. Chusno, women also become the professors, become the associate professors, become the guru besar. Tak ada masalah. Ya, semua ada peluang. Itu adalah pemikiran. That is our negative thinking. Kita kata kita ni perempuan, tak boleh lawan laki-laki. No more sekarang. Sekarang ini dalam rumah tangga pun, yang perempuan kena ada martial art, ada silat. Kalau suami angkat tangan, kita bukan melawan dia, kita mau elak. Jadi kalau tak ada ilmu itu, kita akan disakiti. Itu kena ada. Jadi no worry. There is a similar practice in the multinational organization belong to the Japanese, Western, or Eastern company. They have the similar chance. No worry. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay.
Welcome.
Right. Anybody want to ask again? We still have around 10 minutes. Okay. No one? Yeah. You got point if you ask question. Okay, Prof. Nasir, it seems that nobody want to ask again. So I would like to say thank you very much for Professor Dato Mohamad Nasir Saludin, because we have opportunity for 8 meeting to study with you. And I hope that we have another opportunity, maybe next semester.
As I WhatsApp you, Ms. Chusno, I willing to have intention willing to visit your universitas.
Of course, we will welcome you. As you know, Yogyakarta is very famous with the...
I will contact you. You because of mau libur-libur juga di sana.
Yeah, of course.
So 2nd of December until 6th of December, I will going to the Bali.
Wow, that's really cool.
Sudah lama tidak di Bali,
Iya, ini I hope that you can mampir di Yogyakarta ya.
So before COVID, I went to the Lombok. Lombok
really
pulau
awesome.
Pulau Seribu Masjid, gitu, bagus.
Wow.
Sampai pergi ke Pulau Dili Terawangan, itu kan? Dili Terawangan tu macam Pulau Hawaii.
Wow.
Banyak apa tu pelancong, banyak turis di sana.
That's make me envy. I really want to go to Malaysia too. 7 years. For 7 years I've never been.
Welcome. I said to you that is very important seminar, marketing seminar conference led by the hotelier. So please disseminate this that message. I want to know the right figure. How many person will attend? This is online, free online. You know,
free online.
Last year they have the more than 5 million participants.
Wow.
Biggest in the world, 5 million participants. So now I have 1,000 free ticket. Okay. So I will share with several local university and Indonesian university. Please join this opportunity.
Okay, of course. I will inform
by father of the marketer. Father is marketing hotelier.
Yeah. Hotelier.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes.
Kalau ada silap dan salah, minta maaf ya.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Professor Dato Nasir, I would like to remind you about the bank information and also
the bank.
IA or implementation arrangement. So we will to provide the financial administrative. Okay, I will send again.
Saya banyak dengan engagement dengan universiti pun saya tak claim lagi.
Iya.
Saya kalau saya claim banyak juga tu. Satu universiti tu Asia University, amountnya dalam 40,000 sudah. Saya tak claim lagi. Saya kata saving, put as saving first.
Okay. I will send again the draft to your WhatsApp.
Okay. I enjoy this class. Maybe for next time doakan saya kalau saya jadi Vice Chancellor for the one university, I will have special also arrangement like this to invite visiting professor to give lecture.
All right,
Okay.
that's cool. All right, thank you very much, Prof. Dato.
Okay.
I hope that you always be healthy, happy,
Okay.
and
Kita
don't forget
bergambar
keep
boleh tak?
holiday.
Bergambar kali terakhir semua open gambar.
Open semua gambarnya teman-teman. Saya mau ambil gambarnya ya. Please open your camera because this is the last time in organizational behavior with Professor Dato. Please open the camera. All right, on the slide one. Oh, don't forget with the love, okay? Smile and love, guys.
Banyak, tak penuh ni, tak penuh.
Smile and love, okay? All right, I will count it. Slide first. Slide one. 1, 2, 3. Klik. Oke.
Kalau Cusno dapat yang penuh nanti kirim saya ya.
Siap. I want to send it directly to you, Prof. Dato. Wait.
Oke.
This is for the slide one.
Selamat maju jaya.
Okay. All right. We move to the slide number 2. Okay. Don't forget smile and love. 1, 2, 3. Click. Yeah. All right. We have 4 slides here, so I will take it one by one. Next to the slide number 3. Smile and love. 1, 2, 3. Click. Okay.
Thank you.
And the last one, the slide number 4. All right, don't forget, smile and laugh. 1, 2, 3, click. Okay. Oh yeah, Professor Nasir, I would like to send YouTube because our Zoom is recorded and also upload in our YouTube, so you can see about this process when we have a class. Thank you very much for Professor Dato Nasir. I hope that we will meet again. Thank you for the student who really active to be participant until 8 meeting.
Okay.
See you. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye. Okay, for the student, don't forget, I already said